Hello and welcome to an introductory video for Nekotopia. As you may or may not know, Nekotopia is a not a retro, but a networking focused sort of private community that's been developed over a few years now, and the intention is that globally retro enthusiasts or retro computing enthusiasts or network enthusiasts will join this ring and share their projects and their passions. But how do you connect to it? I hear you ask. So the first thing you need to do is go to nekotopia.io and register your interest. So at the moment, and as of, where are we now? 3rd of May 2026, the waiting list is open, which means I'm accepting new members, but it's not fully open. So it's going to be a slow start. Let's just see how it goes, make sure everyone's cool, make sure the platform works, get rid of some of the bugs, just test it out slowly. But anyway, it is there and it is open. So first things first, go to the waiting list and in here, fill out your email address or an email address that you can be contacted on. And then just confirm that you are not a robot. Once you've done that, click on the join wait list and you'll see this this message saying that you're on the list. Okay, what happens behind the scenes is you go to a first come first serve list that's looked at by the site administrator. They will approve or disapprove your request, and you all through the process you'll receive emails confirming where you are in the process. So this first step is basically just put in your email address and get yourself on the list. You should receive an email, which is very simple, just says that you're on the list, don't worry about it. The admin will receive an email and then the admin will log in and approve your account. Welcome back. So I've approved the account. Now you should then receive an email from the platform saying we've reviewed your request, you're in, blah blah blah, create your account. So click on this button here and you'll drop into this create account page. Is a unique page. It's your invitation and your invitation only. So if you share this, then it'll have the email address assigned to the request that you put through. Choose a username. If it's unique and it hasn't been used on the platform before, it'll be fine. If it has been used before, it will flag that and you won't be able to use that username. But either way, the email address is with the validation link. So if you change that, then the next step won't work. Choose a password. You can use a password manager. I'm using just Google to suggest a password. Use a strong password. And then I'm not a robot, just to verify you're a human operator. I guess, I don't know if I need to update that. Anyway, so you're in. Your account has been created. So at this stage, you have basically walked in the door. You haven't looked at the menu. You haven't ordered your dinner, okay? So you can log in. When you log in, you'll see you've got very little to look at because you're just an account. You have no access to anything. So the next step is to access the Taurus network, the Nekotopia Taurus network. To do that, you've got 3 options: Basic, Plus, and Pro. The Basic option is completely free. You don't have to pay a single cent. You can just get on this network and use it. If you wanted to talk to your friends in a different country across the Taurus and you wanted to share data and ideas, it's all included. The basic account is all you need. It says no internet access, but there actually is a proxy. You can use a proxy to get to the internet. It just means there's no routed internet access. So whereas the Plus and Pro accounts have inbound and outbound public IP access, the basic account is literally the private Taurus. You can share and like I say, you can use it without any cost whatsoever. The Plus and Pro accounts are for people who want to sponsor the project and make sure that we keep the lights on, things like that. But like I say, if you want to just use the Taurus for its main purpose, which is sharing platforms and services and old stuff, old network stuff, then this is all you need. So go ahead and click Request Basic and then OK. And that VPN request will then go to the administrators again for them to approve. All right, so at this point, your request is pending. You will receive an email also confirming that okay, this is the first email that you got saying that your account was approved. The second email you get is that you've requested a basic VPN account. And again, this is going to be looked at by the administrators in good time. And what we generally say is 24 to 48 hours after your request, it will be peer reviewed, and then you'll be either allowed or denied access to the network. So let me go ahead and approve that account. Okay, so I've approved the account, and now we're just waiting for the email to arrive to you saying that your account is now ready. And there we go. VPN account is approved. So we asked for a basic account type. We have that. These are the features that you're allowed. Peer-to-peer access across the torus. This is all internal. You can create host names to add into the DNS. Again, it's internal. You can join layer 2 networks for, I don't know, LAN games or LAN parties, whatever that might look like. Anything that uses a layer 2 protocol, you can join that. And like I say, everything else is fully routed, but it's all internal, no access to any internet stuff, except through the proxy. So you've got your account. Let's go to the dashboard now. Hopefully you saved your password and remember that. And now the dashboard looks different. You have now more things to look at. So the first thing you'll notice is by default, the POP name is London. So by default, you're dropped into the London POP. If you live anywhere else in the world, you want to really look at what's your local regional POP. So how do we change that? Go to VPN configuration. Go to VPN configuration. And in the regional hub, you can click change, and you'll see that at the moment we've got 5 POPs, 2 in the US, 2 in Europe, and 1 in APAC. So choose whichever's closest to you. Do you have to? No, you don't. But if you do, it saved me some money. Just choose the local one so you don't have to pay for international bandwidth rates. That would be great. Anyway, it doesn't matter. If you want to change it, just click on where you actually live, change hub. It will migrate your account into that hub, and then you can download the configuration for that hub. You'll notice your private IP address changes every time you move regional hubs. So let's go from Ohio, which is on 17, to London. Now we're 100. You see this third octet, 100. Now we'll move to Frankfurt. Now we're 20, okay? So all you're doing is moving regional hubs. Yes, your IP address changes. So if you've got any DNS records pointing to your old IP address, you'll need to change those. But the functionality is there, so you can move yourself around. Okay, so you've got a basic account, and now you want to know how you can use it. So some tools have been built in here. You've got access to a full configuration, which means if you click on this full config button, your browser will download a configuration that you can then add to a WireGuard client on a Windows machine, a Mac, even iPhone or Android. You can just literally open this conf file and be online on the torus in seconds. Then you've also got access to router configurations. I just chose a few that support WireGuard by default. My recommendation is that you get a MikroTik router, or you use CHR or something like that, like a virtual router running MikroTik, and use that, because a lot of the protocol tools that you'll see are very mature on MikroTik. Either way, you can choose whatever you want. So the guides are command guides. The script is a command script. So in this case, OpenSense is do this, do this, do this, do this, whereas the MikroTik is a copy and paste command script for the router itself. So you can literally copy and paste this into a MikroTik and be online in the torus in no time. Once you're online, you do have some controls. Even as a basic account, you have some controls. You can stop people seeing you by clicking this one, which means you can't go anywhere. And then you can click this one, which means don't even allow anyone to log into the VPN whatsoever, right? So if you've got a MikroTik, for example, you maybe going on vacation, you want to lock it, you can just lock it out, and no one can access, no one can use your MikroTik to access the torus. It's just totally blocked out. Okay, as a basic account, that's pretty much all you've got in terms of features. DNS Manager is there for Edge only, so if you want to go in here, you can only access Edge. Anything else is locked out. But you can create domain name. What am I talking about? FQDNs, where you have like a host name and then a domain name. So you'd be like, I don't know, homerouter1.edge.nekotopia.io. That will be published in the DNS, and then anyone else accessing the torus can use that host name, can use that FQDN to access your stuff. That's there. There's also a database here, which is basically people who want to host their stuff can add their stuff as a service, and then you can use, it's like a Yellow Pages. if you know what a Yellow Pages is, it's a directory of stuff, right? It doesn't have to be websites. It can be FTP sites or anything really. On the Taurus, people will list their stuff there. You also have access to your profile. You can change your name, re-register your email addresses, change your passwords and so on. You can upgrade your account here also in the VPN tiers. If you want to upgrade yourself, go right ahead. We use Ko-Fi or Coffee, whatever. You can upgrade yourself, and it should be automatic. Once you've registered with Coffee, it will the API in Coffee will upgrade your account here. If that doesn't happen, reach out to me, reach out to the admin, and we can make that manually. Finally, if you're done, if you like this isn't for you and you don't like it whatsoever, you can click delete account, say OK. You should then receive an email asking you, are you sure? Do you really want to go? And if you really want to go, I'll be sad to see you go. But if you click delete my account permanently, your account is cleared, everything is gone, and there is nothing retained whatsoever. We don't keep an email database, we won't spam you. We're just a community website, we don't community project, we don't have this commercial focus whatsoever. So when it's done, and you can walk away happily in the knowledge that no one remembers you and or anything you did. All right, thanks for listening.